There's so many Bikois. Bikoy is the stream's mascot now. See, I'm for this because, you know, I created Bikoy, and it doesn't. And if Joms is the mascot, then we're in the awkward position of the creator of Joms being banned from Discord. God damn it. By C806256. Wonderful colors. All right, I got nothing to say. It's horny, and I respect it. Like, at best, it's just implied that they're gonna use it at some point in the future for something like that. But there was no line. I am willing to just accept that that was the plan, and they didn't explicitly say it. I'm willing to accept that. Yeah, this is the route where Iris and Oda are dead, right? So Iris is dead, Oda is dead, So is dead. Almost everyone's dead. So this is the everybody dies route. Okay, and then we go to the everybody lives route. Well, Renju's dead. You know what? A lot of people are dead on that route too. Okay, everybody dies route. Here we go.
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have 0 chance of winning a firefight.
Unless...
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think. Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
every time.
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
It can't be. This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Wait, what? Is it not a cookie? How is this here?
Whoa! Limited edition!
So stupid.
Load Evolver with firebomb bullets.
Burn the flower.
Shoot at the cloud.
So
Why?
they're just letting this happen, huh? Okay.
Just do as I say, and fast.
Oh, let me switch my bullet. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, now it's in. All right. Give me a second. Oh, didn't see you there. I just say when he spots a gentleman's brochure, he becomes the Flash. +2 for gentleman's brochure. Yeah, but everything else doesn't. Like, the flower still had to fly across the room, and they still had to shoot it. Like, it's dumb. I'm not actually bothered, but it's dumb. The reason why I think it works is because every single combat scene like this is inherently stupid. Like, it's always nonsense. So instead of it being like, oh, he's some superpowered god and the animations are going to be so expensive to make this happen, let's just make it stupid and funny. That's why it works for me. So we took Boss with us, right? We went back to the police headquarters.
However, her brainwaves are stable.
What?
Speaking with her shouldn't be an issue.
Somnium! What? Why is this your first port of call? What the fuck? Why are you okay with this? He thinks she killed Renju. Oh yeah, Renju's down on this line, isn't he? Yeah, okay. I forgot about that. Someone put 250k on 0 retries while my... Oh, they're gonna lose their amount of coins. I will try for you, chatter. I will try so hard. This Somnium sucks. Well, that's the neat part. They all suck.
Hey,
What bit, chat? What are you talking about?
The ice pick is next to this key.
Okay. I didn't even
That's
see
what
the
I
ice
said.
pick. What the fuck? Calm the
Tag
fuck
is
down.
labeled A.
Tackle is never less down before.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, tackle E.
Nice.
We're not gonna be able to just tackle the sea door. Are we? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Hold on. All right, I guess we just tackle it. Okay, it's no way it's gonna be tackle again. So this time we kick it open, right? Let's kick. It's no way it's gonna be tackle again. It's no way it's gonna be tackle again. What?
That was easy.
What are you doing? When was it? Is there a way to find that out in the files? Monica OI, sex female, age 19, birth date March 28, Profession, university student. Likes Hitomi Renju, her daughter. Dislikes killing. Hobbies, studying international politics. What? Skills, ballroom dancing. Iris' real mother. After graduating from high school, she started seeing So Sujima and became pregnant with Iris. Just after giving birth, she went to see So in the warehouse district and was never seen again. Alright, this one was pretty boring. The game said door B, but I don't know if door B is the end goal, or if door B is where we have to go next after D. I think it is. I think it is. So if that's the case, we should go over there to door B, which will lead us up here. Okay, so that's what I'm going with. I'm going with that. Let's go to door B. Shit. All right, not that way. How do we get there? And we go down here. Door F. All right. Tackle. Oh no, is it just okay? We can use, okay, I don't want to use the second. I don't want to use the 1 second because there's going to be a fucking another door that we have to open with the 1 second thing. All right, I'm not doing that. Okay, but it could be just open this time. It could just be, it's no way it's going to be tackle again. It's no way it's going to be tackle again. Yes, yes.
The first floor.
Tackly. Shit, man. Oh shit. What? I don't know what to do, chat. Tackle hasn't let us down so far. I actually have no idea, so I'm just gonna tackle.
Ready? Whoa! Somnium is awfully dangerous.
Hey, that door. Maybe we can open that one now. Check it out.
Tackle has been a fucking meme the whole playthrough, and in this one they're like, fuck it, you're gonna have to tackle 4 times. What the? Oh no, I don't have a 1 second Timmy. Is this the end though? No, this has to be the end, right? It has to be. It has to be. We're right here. We're right here. Can we get another Timmy? No, there's no way out. Okay, this is it. All right, there's no way out. All right, I'm using the Timmy though. Yeah, yeah, fucking tackle early, tackle often. Tackle early, tackle. Merry Christmas.
Tate, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up.
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer.
6 minutes in
Force
Somnium.
shutdown.
No!
So either, and I don't understand how that could possibly be happening, but either it is just a string of killings and they're just trying to use the same MO in order to like cover it up, like I joked about a couple streams. Hey, slow down. I joked about a couple streams back. Like, haha, I'm gonna scoop out the eye, or you do lose an eye in the prototype Somnium machine, and it's only on one end, and someone is like, it's one killer body jumping to do it. How does that work? So like you were like, so it's like at the end there, it was like, so killed Iris, and then who is like puppeting So kidnaps Boss, forces Boss on the machine, sits down, body swaps with Boss, and then now they're in Boss kills So, and they've been doing that. But who could that possibly be? Because it can't be what's his nuts, because he's in prison and he was here, like we were syncing with him when Boss did it, and that was definitely him. Like why would anyone pretend that they weren't him? Like, how, following that train of logic, that would begin with Shoko body swapping to someone and then killing herself, her whole body. Why the fuck would she? So hold on, so Shoko jumps into Renju. Oh, Shoko went to the prison to visit. Wait, what the why? She's just, oh, yeah, I remember, she's just a bitch. All right, that's it. All right, is that it? She's just doing this just to make Mizuki sad. Hates Mizuki. Hates Mizuki.
In other words,
Hold on.
all of these murders were committed by different
Whoa,
people.
whoa. If that's the case, when we synced with Iris, we were syncing with, and it had nothing to do with Shovel. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It had nothing to do with Shovel Forge or anything. It was completely different.
There's only one culprit.
Why does only one side of the
One
machine take an eye
person.
then?
And that person is...
It's you.
Yes, you. The person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Can you at least try to make sense?
All right, I'll explain.
Oh, boss is
You know
dead.
about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki? There's a prototype sync machine there. You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
Whites. Yes. Why eggs,
Then
man?
you got into Renju's.
Could they have picked a worse metaphor?
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide.
Okay, time to get sexy and evil.
Yes. I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings.
Here we go.
I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
Yeah, I did it, Barry. Why aren't you listening?
Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost.
Okay, there you go.
About 1% remains in the brain.
1%.
So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way.
Oh,
Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories.
well, very lucky that that was among the 1% that was left behind.
Saito Sajima.
What? How? No, you're lying. I don't believe you.
Congressman Sajima's son.
No, I don't believe you. It's a fiction. I don't believe. Nope. Okay, I'm starting to doubt myself. Maybe I got something wrong. But how could it possibly be Saito? If it's Saito, then that means the person we spoke to 89 is just pretending.
Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing.
I knew about the prototype from regaining my memory. Is that right? No, that's not it.
Parallel worlds exist.
Wait, this is the wrong timeline. Are we about to morb? Are we morbing? Are we morbing? Here we go. We're morbing. Wait, hold on. So does that mean, did we lose our eye when we were put in the prototype machine? And did someone find it? What's going on here, man?
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife.
Okay, how?
That made calling Renju easy.
How? Datapon has questions. How? How did you do that? All right, I'm willing to accept that, but how did that happen? Thoughts on Boss's voice acting here? It's pretty cringe, but it's not specific to this game. I hate this trope of when the killer is revealed and it was someone that you knew, and then all of a sudden when the killer, yeah, it was me. Yeah, I'm audibly turned on as I tell you what I did. Yeah, I killed him right through the heart, and then I did this. Like I fucking hate it. Like, it's so cringe to me. Joe doesn't like sultry voices.
When
I do not. No, that's wrong.
To you,
I love
okay?
sultry, evil, horny voices. I just don't like the switch when it's like going from one to the other. Have the horny, sultry voice the whole time. I don't like it's like, oh, just because you're evil, you have to have a horny, sultry voice. Everyone thinks I'm evil because of my voice. I'm not. Just because I sound horny and sultry and evil doesn't mean I am. Come on. What if Shimano turned evil and he was talking about it? Yeah, I knew that you were gonna do that, and then afterwards you were gonna come over here and do that. It would sound like a like sounds like a dom dishing out punishment to a sub. Like, that works so well. His daughter,
He
by
was
the way.
quiet for a while, but evenally agreed.
Oh,
and
his
got into the ring with
son
me.
in his daughter's body. That's fucked up. That is really fucked up. Does he know? Was it like Saito as So saying to Date, who he knows is his body, and it's like one body to another, this is your dad killing your son, haha, pathetic, I'm a psycho, that made sense to me. Actually, that made sense to me too. Maybe it's that. But then that means that Iris is like, so Sejima is in Iris's body. Didn't she wake up at some point in the hospital? We didn't speak to her, but she must have woke up. Wasn't there a line, Iris woke up and she's talking? Like, oh man, that's fucking weird. What about the conclusion down here? Like, good thing it ended before we got to that point, huh?
I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours.
Okay, and did you just... It's just a coincidence that Iris's mother's body was being kept? It is, isn't it? Okay. I'm sorry to keep pausing. I really want to figure this out because it's bothering me. And I just like figuring things out. I understand I'm doing a lot more than usual right now. It's kind of obnoxious. I'm sorry. If Falco and Saito switch places, and then after that, Falco is inside 89 is inside Saito's body. Saito's inside Falco's body. So after that, did they try and get?
And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Okay, so we made a Yakuza boss obsessed with eyes and just so happened to be friends with the killer in order to make eyes be removed from those killings, just so there was this spurious, kind of coincidental link between these ones and the past ones. Cool game. Very cool story. Very cool.
Why didn't you just...
Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them.
I ate them.
Immediately after exchanging personalities.
Immediately. It was the first thing I did. I looked forward to it.
Yes, I ate them. Yes, I ate them. Yes, yes, yes. Immediately after. Yes, yes, yes. Immediately after exchanging. I miss my brain, Date.
Your broken brain?
No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. My old body.
You don't know.
How are you finding it, Date?
That's pretty good, actually. It's fine. It's no problems.
That's what I've been telling you!
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
You knew?
They must have increased your dosage too much.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
That must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain.
What?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year.
Ooh.
I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man.
I don't understand how this could possibly. Okay, I'm sorry. I know some people hate it when I do this, but I just want to think it through to see if I can understand it. Because if I understand it first, I'll understand it better from the game. I won't understand it better than the game, obviously, but I'll understand it better if I can get there myself first. So, how in the name of fuck did they let Saito and Rohan Somnium? Somnium. Like, let's let them both Somnium, and we'll just watch it on the monitor and see what happens. Like, oh, actually, that makes sense. Holy shit, yeah, because they can monitor it. Wait, hold on, that does make sense. Let's see if they did the killings together. But is that what they did, or? And did they do that before or after we jumped over to, like, the body switched over to Falco? How does that make sense? Well, why wouldn't it? Because they can monitor what happens in Somnium, and they're just like, basically, they're just throwing shit together and seeing what sticks. So just let them dream a dream of together of them killing the girls and see if they get more evidence out of it, right? Unless there has to be like a driver that does the Somnium, like a sinker. If that's the case, then yeah, it doesn't make sense. If there always has to be a sinker, then yeah. But how would that? Boss still is both. Okay, I feel like, okay, this isn't a big deal, but let me go through it. I feel like some people aren't understanding. Okay, so Saito was in Rohan. Okay, Rohan abducts Shoko and takes them to the machine, the prototype machine. Switch places. Okay, that means in that time, because the way that they do it, Rohan lost an eye in order to do that body transfer, right? Because Rohan's body was on the other side, and Rohan, who was actually Saito, jumped over to Shoko, right? So Shoko jumped over to Rohan, who was at that point missing an eye, because that's how the prototype machine works. So Shoko, who's now in Rohan, his body, looks in the mirror, hates how she looks, and kills herself. So either the corpse was missing an eye because the eye didn't go back in, or Saito put the eye back in the body after the procedure. Either way, it doesn't matter because, like, my understanding is that he jumped off a really high building. I don't understand, like, where Saito took her after that. So it could just be like the eye popped out and they never found it when they dropped down or whatever. The prototype machine doesn't make you lose an eye. Saito just wanted to do... No, it explicitly, the prototype machine, you have to remove an eye to use the prototype machine. You can put... Yeah, and you can put it back. Yeah, you can put it back. Does that mean that it's both sides? Does that mean every single time that... Wait, are you popping an eye out every single time you swap a body and then pop it back in? Oh god. I thought it was only on the one side. Ugh. No wonder Shoko was such a dick toward Mizuki. No. That came first. Nope.
That's my real.
That means I kissed Hitomi. Yeah.
It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't.
I don't want to be in your body. You have an eyeball in your stomach. And a broken shoulder. No.
Damn you!
Okay, who's in there?
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kabasaki district.
Okay, this is an easy fix. There are only like 6 locations in this whole entire game. Don't worry about it. Pewter, lock her up. I'll just go check the warehouse. I didn't agree no matter how many times he demanded it of me. I refused again and again. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Oh no! So who was in that body? And when I saw it, I understood. Boss's body rolled into the corner of the room. I didn't want to think anymore. Anything, nothing. I closed my eyes and ran my palm across my face. I could taste blood. Shit, what? She's downstairs? What? Behold my power! Are you satisfied with the reel so far? Yes and no. I have a lot of questions and they're not answering them. I just flat out don't understand how there was a 3-way body swap. I don't understand how... I understand 2 people getting mixed up. I don't understand how 3 people get scrambled unless there was a 3-way Somnium and there's a third Somnium machine. I don't understand how that worked.
All right, I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house.
All right.
However, it might be too late by now.
I don't know where Boss lives.
What?
Oh no! All right, well you're not getting out of here. Say some numbers for me. Oh, that was a different line, right?
Date, are you all right?
I'm more than all right. I got boobs. I need a minute, maybe a couple. Annihilation route end. Okay. So now we're gonna have to go through that whole long explanation again on the other side because the Date on that side doesn't know it. Mizuki ending looking pretty good. Yeah, it is probably the best, right? It is probably the best. Mizuki's alive. Oda gets injured, probably gonna die from his wounds. So is stuck in Iris's body. That's hilarious. Iris is dead. We kill Saito. We have to hang out with Mizuki. Yeah, it's pretty good. Iris's body still has a brain tumor, but So can then blackmail himself to get the money for the treatment. You know, it's poetry. It works.
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me.
Oh, that's why Shoko visited the prison, because at the time it wasn't Shoko anymore. It was Saito, and Saito was visiting Rohan, who was somehow in Falco's body, and they were making some plans. All right. Wait, do we have any new folders? Name Saito Tsujima, sex male, age 30, birthday March 1st. Saito, profession MPO representative, likes fireworks, dislikes humans, hobbies murder, skills stabbing, strangling, killing, shooting. Saito is So Tsujima's son. His mother died giving birth to him. Born with a brain dysfunction that left him unable to properly secrete oxytocin. He can only feel pleasure from murder. All right. But how do I know that? Why do I know that? Oh, we're morbing for real now. Why do I know about Saito, the prototype machine changing personalities? I'm curious, actually. Is Date is Date Falco with amnesia, or is Date someone new? Is it an entirely new personality? Like, what kind of mind wipe was it?
Do you have any questions for me?
But as he explained it to me, I somehow felt I already knew. Oh, okay, it was on purpose. Nice. I didn't understand why. I felt like I was being etched into my brain. All right, +2 game. I can't believe that fucking up Mizuki's Somnium and not fixing her emotional instability is like the actual proper ending route.
You told her.
Poor Mizuki.
I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground.
Your killer collapsed.
Next thing I knew, it was the next day.
Ah, fade to black.
I woke up
Alan
around noon on
based.
Monday.
Okay.
Renju's body was about to expire.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, like, the sequel's gonna be insane, right? There's gonna be, like, wireless body swapping. There's gonna be body swapping through time. There's gonna be body swapping, like without anyone knowing that they body swap. There's gonna be, like, someone who thinks they're someone, but it turns out they're actually someone else, and they didn't even realize that they were someone else, and they didn't even realize that they're 4 body swaps deep, but that isn't even their real body. Ha ha ha, Lamayo. Like, it's gonna be, like stupid. Like, someone's gonna have body swap so much that they don't even see the real selves when they look in the mirror or something. Like, it's gonna be insane. I body swapped with a dog.
Number 89. This body.
This dog I've been looking after the whole time. It's actually my kid. Oh my god. So, like, you really are just popping your eye back in. I don't think you can do that. Can you really just pop your eye back in? Really? There's no way you can just pop your eye back in like that. Most people don't know modern eyeballs are plug and play thanks to USB 3.2. So every single time I put my eye back in, it won't fit because I think it's upside down, and then I flip it over and it still won't go in, and then I flip it back over and it turns out that it was the right way the first time, but I just didn't push it in hard enough. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, that's probably why I can't pop it back in.
It was all according to plan.
I knew
that if I looked like him, she would do anything.
What's the lie that Date's gonna say to explode Iris here, or
to
Albert
reel
here?
in Hitomi.
I hate porno mags.
And you.
But why? Okay, whatever.
Shall we get started?
Yep.
Give me my body back.
And then Peter bursts through the door and shouts, "There's only 6 minutes in Somnium! But get started, Somnium! Somnium! Alright, here we go! If she could jump out, then she could do a lot of oh my fucking god! What?! There can't be mental locks, right? How are there mental locks? Okay. I guess this is just something we're doing while the time limit ticks down.
Am I being synced?
Ha! Man, you know what? I kind of like these better without the time limit. You can just, like, mess around with it, get some funny dialogue. This was a mistake. Man, it's so nice to just be able to move a character around a scene. You know that? That is the one bad thing I hate about a lot of the weeb games that we play, the visual novels. It's just so nice just to be able to be like, hey, yeah, here I go. It just makes me more engaged. I feel like I can think better when I can move
Go
around.
to the sync room, huh?
Okay, so right now, shouldn't he be like, whoa, kind of really fucked up and weird how I can actually see out of this eye. This is an advanced eye. Hold on, what the fuck's going on here? Alright, so it seems pretty clear that,
Hey, Uncle. You met Mommy at this shrine, right?
seems pretty clear to me that Date is like Falco still underneath it all. Like, it must have gone through some changes, but it's definitely based on Falco. It's not a new personality construct.
I hear some pretty crazy confessions in my line of work, but this one takes the cake.
Still looks like this.
But don't worry, all right? You could have told me you were being attacked by Martians and I still would have believed you.
Oh, okay.
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my body?
Yeah, we'll just keep you asleep.
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Well,
Get rid of it.
what?
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and for all.
Woo!
No one will know what really happened. No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's 2 birds with 1 stone, right?
2 waifus with 1 fan art. She made a good point. Did she?
Boss, How did you bring in Rohan Kumakura?
I made up some charges and had the cops take him in.
Oh, nice.
Is that okay?
Just cop things.
Yeah, it'll
whatever.
be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Who cares?
Because he's about to switch bodies.
This is the real purpose for Somnium.
All right. Rohan has been put to sleep.
Stay in Somnium.
There are
for
only
more
6
than
minutes of
6
Somnium.
minutes.
Whoa. Wait, what are we doing? So this is the Somnium that he saw when he was switching bodies. He's like, oh my god, we have to do something about this.
Me?
Falco?
Rohan?
No.
Did you forget your own idea?
I did, yeah. Explain
Does
it to
that
me.
mean...
Flashback.
I'm Hayato Yagyu.
What?
What?
What? Are
Cuter, where is he?
you guys idiots? Chat, this is getting really fucking dumb. It's getting so dumb.
Hey, which way did Rohan go?
Rohan's right there. Oh shit, so when we bust through the apartment and shoot, Hitomi jumped in front of Rohan and took the bullet for Rohan. Oh no. Yeah, this is really dumb. This is unbelievably stupid. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, it wouldn't be a Zero Escape game if they didn't botch the fucking ending at the end. 999 didn't do that, at least. This is really stupid. I shot out of the room like a bullet. I had a bad feeling. An awful, terrible feeling down to the bones. I knew where he was headed. Around the parking lot, got in the car and floored it.
Oh, hello.
No! Stop!
Falco, you idiot.
No.
And all these police officers were like, Yakuza leader just here. Seems legit. Boss is cool with it. All right. It's the most wonderful.
The truth serum is working beautifully. Wow. I see. You got into that body with the sync machine.
Oh, you know about it.
Fascinating. I'm intrigued.
Wait, what the fuck?
The truth serum is working beautifully. Wow. Fascinating. So it's fascinating. Mr. Kuma. Wow. Mr. Kuma. Fascinating. I'm intrigued. What? Wow.
All right, New Hope is in 13 Sentinels. Cash out on stocks of Somnium files. Now 13 Centibles is the new Weeb's Gambit. This time for sure. This time it'll be good the whole time. This time for sure.
Well, it looks like preparations are complete.
What the fuck? And then he was picked up and brought into Abyss. And Peter took one look at him and said, I fucking hate Cyclopses! I'm gonna design him a killer bitch and eye! Here I go! My memories were left behind in my original brain. I thought I might have some Saito's memories to cling to. So, Saito has his memories in Rohan's body and Falco's memories. And also he got to stitch together Rohan's memories from the 1% that's left over. I thought that was actually impossible. He did go to like an insane asylum after that. Maybe that's why, but maybe it's not so much impossible, it's just really dangerous. Oh, who cares? Who cares? Let's just keep going. The yoke only. Yeah, only the I was right. Only the yoke was sent over. Maybe because they weren't. Man, there's too much egg in that head. It's coming out all through his ears. I was confused and lost.
From today on, you have a new name and a new life. As a member of Abyss, the team I run.
And then we ran into Renju. Like within a year, we were looking after a 12-year-old girl because we ran into Renju and Shoko and became great friends. Even though, shouldn't Renju recognize Saito with his connections and shit? Like, whatever. Who cares?
Police officer?
Nice to meet you, Date.
So is involved with the Yakuza. He wouldn't bring his son to meetings. His son once, at 12 years old, got in a taxi, followed him to a harbor, ran out with a knife, and yeeted himself into his father's mistress, killing her, and presumably at the time, like, the child that was inside of her. I don't think So has any control over Saito. I'm pretty sure at some point they must have seen each other. Like, whatever. Who gives a shit? Like, seriously, who cares? I'm so checked out. This is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. It's stupid for one reason only, okay? Just one reason. Like, the one plot point has completely fucked me off forever now, because first of all, Rohan and Falco doing the mind swap so he can call off the hit is just unbelievably stupid. But then they doubled down on the stupid and weren't watching the sync room, and he left. Like it's done. It's fucking over. Checkmate, weebs. You win.
The official title is Aiba.
I fucking hate Cyclopses.
You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous.
Why is it stupid? I'm sorry to be condescending, chat. I really am. I'm really sad. I'm sorry. I don't like being this person, but like, this is one of those rare times where I have to say, if you don't instinctively and just intuitively understand why it's stupid, there's no words in the whole entire language that I know that could explain it to you to make you understand, okay? If you just don't understand why that's stupid, I literally am physically incapable of explaining it to you.
So, what do you want to do?
I want to say some numbers.
I'll give you to the count of 3. 1, 2,
Oh, those are numbers.
3.
Well,
No, wait!
what? For Iris!
Damn. Are you really Date?
What?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Someone called Aiba told me about it.
Oh, okay.
It was weird. It was kind of like eavesdropping.
Do you like fireworks?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I love them. A brilliant, glimmering fragment of time. The flash begins as a perfectly ordered chemical reaction that melts into chaos.
So there are things apart from murder that you like. Huh. Yet another plot hole. Wow.
Mizuki!
How did you know that wasn't me?
Bastard!
What do you mean, it's not you?
What do you think you're doing to Iris?
Did I recall you too? No?
I'm here to help.
Wait, Mizuki!
Oh, she's not bulletproof. Why aren't you shooting? Why aren't you shooting? Oh yeah, we can't kill him because we have to body swap back at the end, right? That's true.
This gun is a bolt-action rifle. If I fire and miss, he'll have enough time while I'm pulling back the lever too. I can't miss. Hitomi's life is on the line. How can I make this shot? Even if I don't take the shot, Hitomi's still in danger.
What? What?
I have no choice. Please hit him.
One more time. I watched as the bullet sliced through Saito's cheek and buried itself in the back wall with a bang. In the next moment, I heard a click and the sound of my mind shattering. Oh no! Wait, you weren't supposed to do that? Oh, how was I supposed to know? What the hell? How was I supposed to know? Could have given me a warning that I was doing the wrong choice. Like, fake choices can work sometimes, but you know, they could have left some hints. Maybe from the million voice lines? No, that was a perfectly reasonable amount of voice lines. That wasn't enough. There were not enough there.
It's that girl I told you about.
Aiba.
Date, I do not have much time. Listen carefully. As I mentioned previously,
New idol just dropped.
2, 1.
You really are an idiot.
You are even more of an idiot than I thought. Do I look like the kind of man who keeps his promises? Now you get to see 5 fireworks. If you didn't drop your gun, it would have only been 1.
Oh man, we get more
You
fireworks.
understand?
Command 41205. I
hate you, Alba. I won't miss you, Alba. I don't love you, Alba. Ooh, what's it gonna be? I hate porno mags. Please, please say I hate porno mags. Please.
I hate you, Aiba. I
Aww.
hate you, and I never want to see you again.
Second command confirmed.
Aww.
I understand.
Should have been the porno mags.
Be seeing you.
Oh shit! What? Oh, okay. He's not gonna be in Somnium Files Nirvana Institute too. Alright.
Mr. Falco. It is you, Falco. Right?
What, don't you recognize me? Hasn't been that long.
You shouldn't call me that.
My name's
I
Date.
am Kaname Date, MPD, Special Investigation Team Abyss. Sinker.
What? What? Well, this sucked. 3 months later, Ikumi Shrine, alright? You're not going back to prison? He walked into Abyss's office after all this, and Peter was like, I fucking heard Cyclopses! Here's the backup Alba, here you go. There's always a second backup. There's the cloud, and then there's the physical backup of the cloud. Because the cloud, the cloud exists in like nanoparticles in the sky. There's like the cloud is actually a cloud. The cloud has no physical source whatsoever. Like the cloud is actually a cloud. So there have to be a physical backup of the cloud. So you know, there's a cloud for the cloud. We call that the rain. Don't you have a brain tumor? How are you alive? It's been 3 months.
She started washing out her belly button in the Chozuya.
Why isn't Mizuki here?
Someone told her that's what you do.
Huh, is that right?
That's not exactly true. Okay. Boss didn't pay out of her pocket. It was a confidential transfer of funds from the main office. Iris knows everything about the original and new Cyclops serial killings now. Not just her, Hitomi, Mizuki, Oda, Moma, they all knew. The higher-ups were willing to do anything to keep her from getting out, so in return for her silence, they agreed to pay for Iris's treatment. You blackmailed the government, Based. Should I have
Well,
looked at the
let's get
flowers?
going.
Yeah, we still have a lot of people to see.
I should have looked at the flowers. Shit. Oh well. Yesterday, Iris was discharged from the hospital. Iris said that she wanted to see everyone who visited her, but she's a little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised to take... Are we gonna go to every single location now? Here we go.
We also have to get home.
Please, for the love of God, no.
Shovel Forge.
Please, no.
If you try it, I'm leaving.
No map, please.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Please, no map.
But we do have a date, don't we? The date we had 3 months ago isn't over yet.
A date with Date.
So let's go.
Oh, fuck, man. No, what the fuck?
I'm Iris Sagan. Nice to meet you.
Hey, are you a virgin?
I'm a net idol from Lemniscape.
A virgin? I'm just saying, sweetie. You look like you don't know a lot of men. Looking exactly like number 89? They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion. They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your face turned out like that by chance. That's what happened, right? Tell me it is. If it's anything more complicated than that, I will lose my mind.
Shut up! None of your business. Lost a lot of weight, okay?
You look like you're dying.
I'm not!
You really should see a doctor.
Oh, Tessa. You believe it or not, I am a doctor.
Seriously?
What?
Yeah, he doesn't look like it, but he really is a doctor.
What?
They come to me when they don't want to go to a real hospital.
Oh, so you're not a real doctor?
So,
Yeah, he's our mob doctor.
Okay. Did you guys just decide who was that? Was there a lottery to pick who was gonna be?
So I figure, fuck it. It's better to just forget about him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wedding.
Dress! Bless! Tessa!
Imaging.
Compress. Process. Tessa!
Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, holy fuck! What?
Redress! Transgress! Tessa!
Oh, whoa! He just showed up just for that?
You ready?
Yes!
Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Really?
Whoa! Dante! I've never felt so alive! All these shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment! Boss?
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
This is amazing! I am living!
She's such a nice lady.
Lady?
Oh, sorry. Big sister, right?
Or maybe mother-in-law? You might be calling me that one day.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I just risked my life to save you. It's a total exaggeration.
I guess I'm
Man.
all right.
So many writers nowadays, and I don't know. I don't want to say like especially weeb games because that's not the case. I think it's just in general. This is the thing that writers like to do. So many writers right now are just like they don't want to write endings. They just want to write twists. Like, if you write a good story, like it should still be pretty good even if you took the twist out. I like twists. I really do like twists. I like writing twists too. But like if you took the twist out, it should still be a pretty good story, and the twist just makes it even better. Like the twist can't be the story. Oh man, this sucks so much at the end. Which game do you think had a solid twist and ending?
Tragedy?
Really, I think the best example of that would probably be The Last of Us Part 2. And the twist coming from the first game was that it sucked, and then the ending sucked as well. So it was all thematically consistent. It was a surprise that it sucked, and then it sucked the whole time. So it was really good. 999 had a pretty good ending and some pretty good twists. It just had a good emotional core ending. It didn't really have a good ending when it came to some of the execution. And some of the mysteries weren't resolved all that well, but I think it was still pretty good. VLR was just an abomination of an ending. That's almost, I think VLR is a better example of that problem than this game, where like the writer just wanted to do twists instead of an actual good ending. Like VLR arguably doesn't have an ending. It just stops. V3 had a good ending and had some pretty good twists. I think V3 was pretty good. V3 really felt like they wrote it with that ending in mind. And because they wrote it, yeah, that's a good example, I think, of a weeb game. V3 had a really good ending. That would be the only exception I can think of a weeb game that we played on stream that had, like, I really feel like the ending was the point there, and they were building to that ending, and the twists were in service of that ending. Even 999 might be a little bit like that, but I feel like the twist took a little bit more priority, maybe. Ace Attorney count as well. Yeah, which one had the best ending of Ace Attorney games? They all had pretty good endings, didn't they? What was I can't say that because it's a spoiler. One of the Ace Attorney games ended really fucking great. Like the last trial. Again, I can't say it's because of spoilers. I think maybe is it the second one? One of those ending trials is just phenomenal for how it all came together. It was really good. It's the one where they go into the mountains. What's the one where they're in the mountains for the last case? Is that 2 or 3? 3? That's 3? Yeah, I think it's that one. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's that one. But it's one of them. One of those final cases, like, brought the whole game together, and there was, like, lots of stuff that was set up throughout all the different cases. And it was, like, I remember when we did that, I was like, holy fuck, this is actually fantastic. I don't know which one it was, but, like, yeah, that was definitely written with the ending in mind, and the services and the twists were in service of the ending, instead of just being like, I just want to write some twists. I pulled the fast one on you, didn't I? Yeah, that was really good. You must really hate J.J. Abrams. True colors. True fucking colors. The truest, most colors ever. Yes.
Oh.
I hate mystery box storytelling when you don't know what the mystery box is. This is seriously, it's an epidemic in fucking, like, in contemporary writing, where it's like, I'm gonna make a mystery box, and you're gonna wonder what's in it. I am too. Here I go. I've set up the mystery. Don't you want to know what the answer is? I do too. Hope it's good.
You want to go to a Tommy with me?
Horrible voice.
Tommy, why?
Well...
Oh, she likes brunettes. I want to rub them.
I want to rub them. Oh, I could rub them all day.
What?
You're too curvy, tight.
Oh, my shoulders. Oh my god, thank you. I've had so many knots lately. Ugh.
I mean,
perfect timing. Go ahead. I'd love a shoulder rub.
He's gonna take it, yeah. Lately, her shoulders have been stiffening up on her, though. Fantastic. Anyone else just feel bad for her in every scene when she does this? Like, I feel like sympathetic pain, like, in my shoulder when I look at her. Like, I feel like her shoulder is hurting her all the time, every day. When, oh man, like the ones that are in her shoulder. It's a shoebox.
You don't change. I caught you 6 years ago doing the same thing.
Ah, you saw that.
Uncle, what's wrong? Are you thinking about how it looks like a dick again?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you used to make that joke like all the time.
Ooh, 3 cups of tea.
You said the same thing 6 years ago.
You wore the same outfit 6 years ago. You sat in that same place 6 years ago. You smelled the same 6 years ago. Is it wrong to hate Oda more than I hate So? Because I do.
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
No, I didn't.
No. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? The
No.
worst thing you can be is annoying, right? The worst thing you can be is annoying. This guy is a monster that, like, probably killed many people inadvertently through his business schemes and shit explosion in the fucking district, cheating people out of money, and yet, because he's not as annoying as Oda,
No reason.
the worst thing you can be is annoying.
And the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved.
So they did, for like, wait, hold on, whoa. For like 5 years, it was 6 years until the murder started happening again. So, and he was 5 years he was in the asylum. For 5 years, that sink machine was just there, like in that warehouse, and like he took his bodyguards there too. Like just it was just there for 5 years. Ooh, okay.
So, I didn't tell you.
None of it. It's a prototype. None of it broke. It didn't need to be fixed. It didn't need like some maintenance or anything. Like fucking the one here broke, and it's the advanced model computer had to fix it. Like there was never any issue with it. Like it didn't get wet. The windows were broken. The fucking the ceiling's broken in there. It didn't like it's whatever. Like fucking hell, man.
Besides, the sink machine being used to swap bodies.
This is a
national
disaster.
secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah.
You're thinking about this too hard, man. The mantra of the weeb. Defending their beloved story. You're thinking about it too hard. Sorry to call you a weeb. You might not be. You are right. I do overthink a lot of things. Somnium.
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
What?
You're going to experience something incredible.
Oh.
That's my present to you.
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
What the fuck?
This is the sync room.
What the fuck? 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 Why? What the fuck, man? I want the game to be over, please. Please. Come on. Let's... Oh, we have to reuse the car interior. Sorry, I forgot we didn't do that yet in the epilogue. Oh, no, we have to go to the fucking warehouse. Let's go see my mother's frozen body. Iris says we come to the warehouses. I thought it was odd, but you're over here anyway.
Thank you for today.
Wait, did we even find it on this one? Yeah, we did. Okay. Chat,
Thank
you're making me really fucking
Not
nervous
just
right
for
now.
today,
Is she gonna shoot us?
Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
No!
You want me to close my eyes?
Is she gonna shoot?
Yeah, please.
Here comes some knockout gas. I close my eyes. And bang.
Okay, open them.
What?
Oh. Oh, my eyes, and there before me was... Iris. I see her smile against a warm sunset. Be stunned, cry, be it cry.
It's been a long time, Kaname Date. Date, that wooden box. It appears to be packed with your favorite thing.
My favorite? Oh, that's not necessary anymore.
What?
I already have my favorite thing.
Aww.
Yeah, I found a porno mag in Golden Yokocho. I carry it everywhere.
You... I, or everything that constitutes my I, disappeared completely 3 months ago.
But your memory of me still existed.
Including all of my backup data.
So you went in your mind and pulled it out of Somnium.
However, fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around
That,
the world.
that would have been better! Mine would have been...
By downloading and decoding
Okay.
these fragments, I was able to regenerate
Oh, for
memories
fuck's...
and consciousness. Never underestimate the power of Wadjet.
Okay. They're the enemy in the next game.
You are seeing an augmented reality virtual projection of myself.
Wait, how are you hearing this? Are you speaking through the eye? Wait, we don't have... I guess the eye has a better... Okay, whatever. Let's see. We'll explain it.
Physical self is...
Oh, the earpiece... I'm sorry. I'm really tired. It's been 6 hours, chat. It's been 6 hours. I'm sorry. I checked out like fucking 3 hours ago. I'm sorry, okay? Thank you for explaining it, okay?
Well, now that Aiba has risen from the dead, I think we should celebrate with a dance number.
Fruit never expired.
Hit it!
And then a real alien ship came along and beamed her up. They're flying, I'm masters defying. You'll think that I'm lying, good deal, little mine. A journey through time. You'll think I'm lying. Uh-oh. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre, fruit never expires. Best line. Alba's better at singing than Iris.
A punch to the forehead, my kick like your forehead. You're pinned on the floor spread. I'm queen of this brawl. And I'll show you why.
I don't wanna hide it.
No!
When I decided I can't live divided. I know I was wrong.
I love you, Mom. Her turn. Oh shit. Wait, you can move your arm? Oh my god. I'm starting to think we died in that Somnium. Wait. Are we being indoctrinated right now? Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh my god, are we flirting?
Welcome back.
Man, I take it back. They really did have an ending in mind. It was this. This was the most expensive part of the game. You set, you bet. Fruit never expire. Resolution route end. Thank you for playing. Your eyes have been opened. Uh-oh. Okay, so a couple of bad plot points toward the end does not a game ruin. However, it does greatly diminish a lot of the mystery that it's set up. The game gets more serious as it gets toward the ending, and therefore it gets more held against it when it's trying to tell a more serious story, because the tone gets very more, I'm not gonna say dark and grim, but you know, there's no porno mag, oh my god, at the end, you know what I mean? Like it really it takes the gloves off as it gets toward the finale. Both finales actually. I think that overall this was one of the better ones that we've played, weeb games that we've played. The ending has really soured my experience on it right now, but give it some time and I'll probably say that I enjoyed it more than I'm feeling right now. I really appreciate endings, and this was really bad at the end. The mystery that was set up only really makes sense with a shit ton of stupid contrivances, borderline plot holes, just really dumb, shitty stuff. And again, this is always what I come back to whenever I criticize a game for not making sense or for plot holes and everything. I'm willing to overlook a lot or try and change a lot in my head and be like, okay, if it was tweaked a little bit, it would be fine if the result is interesting. And it just wasn't. The fact that it was just, they just killed they killed Alice, and then they wanted to hide the body, and then he just somehow found out about it, and because he found out about it, that's how the hit was. It's like all this shit. It's just not interesting. It's not worth the payment of disbelief that I have to put into the game. Or get over for the game in order to have the payoff. It's just not interesting enough for it. But everything before that was really good. I feel like it's not that great of a mystery because you can't really figure out what was going on until you get a piece of a puzzle right near the end. The body swap thing is brought up very late, although I guess it depends which route you go on. I was under the impression that the consciousness was only one way for a long time. It didn't even occur to me that the machine could body swap. I thought it was just that if you spend too much time, if the sinker spends too much time in Somnium, I thought the subject could overwhelm the sinker's mind and make a copy of themselves, kind of like their consciousness is spreading. I didn't realize it was two ways. So I don't know if that's fair or not, but I guess it depends on which route that you go on. I did enjoy how it made me feel insane for a lot of it, because there was so many different threads and like plates spinning at the same time, and I liked having to guess a lot. And a lot of the guesses, when I finally did have enough pieces and I was the conclusion, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I kind of feel like it might have been better if it was Shoko that was the killer. I don't know, like the whole Saito Rohan thing would just kind of like, it's just not interesting, man. Like it's like oh okay, whatever, you know, like I'm not really that keen on that. I guess the different routes are gonna make it feel different though. Like maybe the path we got was completely different. The game was the story was mostly well written. I thought that there weren't that many bad lines. It was very funny, and a lot of times it was funny on purpose. They set up a joke, they delivered the joke, great pacing, great timing on a lot of the jokes and a lot of the moments. But on top of that are just like these just relentless parts where you have to go to this location, go to that location, go to this location, and it's like once you get like to the third round of going to the same location over and over and over again, it really started to wear thin. Also in like examining everything in the environment, I know you're not supposed to do it, but sometimes, sorry, you don't have to do it, but like the game kind of wants you to because it's there, and sometimes there's some funny line, and I just kind of wish that like combine that with like having to click every single time you want on the character to make them talk. I just kind of think that there was a better way of like cutting that down, and you only click on the stuff that has good stuff there. And it did bring it back a bit when it's like, oh, like you and Alba get to like bullshit and riff off of each other from inspecting these things. And I like that it was called back, where it was like, oh, at the end, Date's like, you know, this is a meaningless exchange, but it made me feel happy or warm or whatever. I liked that, and I liked a lot of the characters too. A lot of the characters were pretty good. I felt like most of the pervy jokes were jokes first and then perversion after that, but there were a couple times where it was just like, I really felt like the game was just being perverted, and I didn't like that. But of all of the weeb games that we've played that had perverted jokes like this, I think this has the best hit rate for it actually being a joke first, instead of it just being an excuse to have something really cringe. Yeah, I don't know. Presentation was pretty good. I like the idea of Somniums, but I think the budget just didn't support it. I really thought after the first Somnium with the carousel that they were going to be like wild and wacky the whole time. And then as the game went on, as we all saw together, like, no, that was the most interesting one. They led with the most interesting one in terms of visuals and spectacle. Whereas the other ones, like, some of them were cool for the stuff that could happen. Like, don't get me wrong, but the rest were never like wow, holy crap, this is really neat. And for that reason, I feel like I didn't like them as much as the escape rooms in Zero Escape, because I like the escape room, I like the puzzles, I like moving around this environment, I also like having the time to inspect things and go at my own pace, whereas with the Somniums, I always felt like I was against the clock. And even if I just ignored the fact that, hey, I'm trying to move the stream along, or I don't want to have to repeat content, like I still feel like I'm gonna have to restart and get to the next phase in order to inspect everything. And so, like, I don't know, I like to really take my time in those kind of situations, and I don't think it worked all that well. However, having the time limit in Somnium, you know, makes sense. I don't know. Maybe they should have, like, it seemed like because it wasn't an accident staying in Somnium for 6 minutes, like, why didn't they just have, oh, by the way, this machine can also do like a body swap if we put it on a different setting, you know? We can merge consciousness for a while, but also we can swap them too if we put on a different setting. There was no it was never an accident that someone stayed in Somnium for too long. So I feel like that wasn't really necessary. Which Somnium did you like the most? For spectacle, the first one. In terms of the connections and the like the fun interactions that they had, maybe the one that had the Rube Goldberg machine. Maybe that one. That one was okay. I'm struggling to think of some of them now. The Force one was kind of crap. The one in the factory was pretty fun for how we did it on stream, but like as like a maze, it was okay as a maze. Best character is Alba. I really liked Alba. And then Mizuki, and then probably Date. Anyway, so yeah, this was pretty good. I would say that it's not as good as 999. I would place it above VLR and Zero Time Escape for unironic enjoyment. VLR's ending is way worse than this one. This one commits a couple of crimes for me, but like it still has an ending. Whereas VLR just utterly shits the bed. On every level does VLR shit the bed. And it ends up being the whole thing is just absolutely fucking pointless. So even though VLR has some amazing moments leading up to that, and I like the character interactions and the escape rooms and everything, and the power of morbing and realizing what that is, like VLR's ending absolutely shits the bed. And while this did take a nosedive, it didn't completely shit the bed. It's just kind of dull. It was good though. Overall, I'm positive on it. Loves it or mixed? I love some of it. I don't like loves it or mixed or hates it, you know? Because most of the time I'm mixed on everything. It's pretty rare that I will love something. I liked it. It's good. What things do you hate about The Last of Us 2? There's this part early on in Last of Us 2 where I think it's Ellie's riding on a horse. Going back into the town where Tommy is, and it's pretty much everything that comes after that. The game is about 35 hours, and just the whole 35 hours that come after that, just terrible the whole time. Okay, RPG site says, this was an RPG. The Somnium Files is a must-play for fans of detective games. It's risky, creative, fascinating, and feels like the next step for the visual novel medium. There are plenty of valid worries I've seen pop up from people who felt burnt by ZTD, but I feel like all of those were addressed here. It's far from perfect, but the flaws are incredibly minor, and it still delivers the strongest narrative I've seen from a game all year. This reviewer played one game that year. Fans and newcomers will find a lot to love with AI. Don't sleep on this game. 5,696 reviews. Oh, okay. This didn't sell all that well then. Huh. What about Nirvana Initiative? Do I have that? I don't have that, no. That has 1,634. Yeah, okay, so this series is not that popular. Oh, that's a shame. I think it deserves more attention than that. Most helpful reviews. Pros, Kaname Date. Cons, Kaname Date. Thank you, reviewer. Recommended, 8 hours on record. There is a receptionist sitting behind the desk. Nice. Let me start by saying I'm a huge fan of the Zero Escape and Infinity series. What the hell is Infinity series? In fact, 999 is in my top 10 games of all time. Wow. Somnium Files is nowhere near the quality and coherency of any of those games. The entire game is an absolute mess in terms of tone, storytelling, logic, and overemphasis on sex jokes. It's easily the worst game from Uchikoshi. Dare I say that this person did not get it? Someone did not get this game. As other reviewers have already covered, the game whiplashes back and forth between comedy and serious scenes. Yeah, that's the point. One moment, Date is a complete shock and disarray after seeing some of his acquaintances being murdered, and the next moment, he's commenting on how big the receptionist's boobs are, or asking if high school girls prefer bigger or smaller speakers. It's not even just him. All the adult characters are just constantly cracking sex jokes after supposedly serious murder mystery scenes. This game seriously has more sex jokes than the average eroji, and I play a lot of visual novels, including untranslated ones. And is borderline misogynistic. What? Hold on. Is that a word I don't know? 1 second. MYSOGENISTIC. Misogynistic. It's frankly unfathomable to me how anyone was okay with this. Damn, did I write this review? What's even more infuriating is the amount of logical inconsistencies everywhere in the story. Okay, did he finish it? Yeah, 26 hours on review. Date is supposedly a trained detective in a special police division, and yet he never calls for backup. In fact, he'd rather rely on a Yakuza boss and a failed light novel writer rather than call for backup. He constantly leaks confidential case details to all his acquaintances and even to suspects. He doesn't follow any proper police procedures. He sees someone dead and instead of securing the crime scene, gets in his car and drives away aimlessly. He brings a loaded gun into an interrogation room and doesn't put leg shackles on a known hitman assassin prisoner. He constantly falls for things even the dumbest cop wouldn't fall for. A suspect acting really suspiciously and asking Date to turn away from him to examine a photo. What does Date do? Of course, he just decides to follow along and get knocked unconscious. Alright. This was a very true paragraph. I agree with everything that was just said here. Yeah, it's not even him that's the only idiot. It's everyone else too. His boss only leaks information everywhere and doesn't call for backup for Date. I'm sensing another facial animations here. Once again, I got to the end. No one is calling for backup. Doesn't call for backup for Date during a crime progress. I reached this conclusion because it took Date almost 30 minutes to get on site, and it was still the first on scene. Then again, the other police are completely imbeciles anyways, given that they can't find evidence lying in plain sight. One piece of evidence was missed because it lying in the dark, and they didn't bring a flashlight. The only reason it was found is because Date used his night vision ability, and then there's Date's AI partner, Aiba. She's able to independently call and message people, but apparently she thinks it's okay that Date is knocked unconscious for hours and doesn't call for help. True! She can hack into any device, but only when convenient, of course. And this is only a couple of inconsistencies, I can't say that word, in an entire mountain full of them. If this is supposed to be a police murder mystery, this game is a complete failure. Honestly, my only conclusion is that Date is the actual killer and or is currently unconscious or drugged up and is actually being Somnium scanned during the bulk of the game. That's really the only explanation for all the holes in logic. Then there's the gameplay. I really like escape room and puzzles. This game does not have those elements. Most of the actual gameplay elements, non-visual novel sections, consist of you going around and randomly interacting with objects. A lot of the time, but not all, it's essentially trial and error because it relies on dream logic. True, e.g. not very logical. I'm not even going to bother writing about the game animation and QTE action scenes. Even the most positive reviews admit that those two elements are weak. What do you mean? The QTE action scenes were fucking great! What? Those were awesome. They're so funny. What? And yet, I'll still be completing the game. Though I have so many complaints, the story is just good enough with enough mystery that I want to see things through. Stockholm Syndrome, maybe? I guess I should call for backup. I cannot recommend this game in good conscience. The story might be decent, but there are just way too many negatives that are frankly infuriating. Okay, here's one more. All right, this one's not too long. This is a really tough one. This is not recommended, 22.2 hours on record. The last quarter of the game is actually amazing. What? That's the part you like? You like the last quarter? What the fuck? What? What? No. The last quarter of the game is actually amazing. I think this is one of the best murder mystery mixed with sci-fi elements that I'll ever witness. That being said, you have to get over a mountain of anime cringe to get there. If you're a weeb, you're already immune to anime cringe. TM, trademark in parentheses. So you can just go ahead and ignore this and buy it. If you are a normal person like me, like the last quarter of this game the most, by the way, it will probably be too much for you to handle to even get to the amazing last portion. For me, for some reason, I trudged through the cringe, literally having to get up and walk away for some parts, and I was so close to Alt F4ing and uninstalling like 10 times during the Iris route, and God help you if you get that route first. There's something about these Japanese visual novels and even their RPGs where it's clear the developers are so afraid to take themselves and their story seriously for more than 2 minutes straight. No, you don't get it. This is them taking it seriously. When you get to the last quarter of the game, it takes itself entirely seriously and it becomes amazing because of it. And it executes an extremely complicated plot excellently. Fucking body swapped a Yakuza boss with a detective, then went to talk to the Yakuza boss that now has the detective in, and didn't fucking like guard the room, wasn't even looking at it, and the Yakuza boss in the body of like a high fucking tier detective just walked out. I almost want to recommend it just because of the climax, but I am one of those people that is vehemently against the trust me, it gets good after 15 hours mentality where you have to wade through the heart to get to the good stuff. Because of that, I can't recommend this for the majority of people. As a huge Zero Escape fan, I finally got around to playing AI, and all I can say is, wow, am I disappointed. The core game concept of being a special kind of detective that goes into people's dreams to find clues to solve a murder is extremely interesting and compelling for about the first hour. Then the cracks in the game's design start to show. The biggest problem in AI the Somnium files is a lack of consistency. It almost feels as though multiple teams worked on the game. No, you start out thinking it's a dark, serious murder mystery. Several times you go into people's heads and some of the things that play out are downright disturbing. The visuals and sound design work extremely well in these sequences, but these levels unfortunately don't make up the majority. Most of the levels can be described as underdeveloped and don't fit the tone of the game. And if you're looking for puzzles in the vein of Zero Escape, don't bother. There are 12 total dream states that you enter, and not a single one of them have anything that can be described as a puzzle. It's more accurate to say that you use dream logic while interacting with props in order to navigate these dream states. Sometimes the correct choice is more obvious than others, sure. But I never once felt like I had to rack my brain to solve something, since every single interaction with them is an A, B, C, or D choice of which the interaction to take. Not the right one? The dream worlds have a limit of 6 minutes that you can be inside of them, but this time limit, in air quotes, exists almost entirely for the usage of the props, which range from taking 10 seconds off your timer to 999 seconds, which are only usable with timies that you'll get by interacting with some of the props. Run out of timey and you failed the dream run out of time, you fail the dream level. This makes managing your timies the only challenging part of these stages, and turns what could be interesting exploration of the character's dream worlds and logic into tedious trial and error stages. Okay, that part's true, but I kind of liked having to use the timies intelligently to like buy more time as we went through it. I think there's like a half decent concept there actually. And then there's the abrupt tonal shifts all throughout the game. Mizuki is a 12-year-old prodigy that lives with Date, the main character. She benches 220-pound weights in their apartment effortlessly, flies across the screen during fight scenes like a ninja, and carries around an iron pipe for some reason, which is never explained. Or how in almost every action sequence where Date is surrounded by armed goons firing assault rifles at him, the way out of the firefights is by distracting them with porno mags. Okay, seriously. Okay, look. I dislike the game a lot, but you just don't get it. Like, I'm sorry. I hate to be this person because people do this to me. Okay? People do this to me, and I hate it when people say it. Like, you don't get it. You don't get what they're trying to, like, oh, man. Oh, you just don't get it. It was funny the first time, but by the third time it happened, I realized my main character had this cyberpunk revolver that fired exploding bullets that were only for use blowing up vending machines full of arrow magazines. It became tiresome. Of the game's 5 total routes, almost nothing to do with the murders of all. Sorry, one of the game's 5 total routes has almost nothing to do with the murders at all. Which one's that? Who is this game for? I 100%ed the game in about 20 or so hours. The characters, while they have their share of good moments, are also pretty shallow and forgettable. What? You've forgotten the mermaid maid? There are no puzzles, save for roaming the dream areas and a lot of QTEs. The whole game could have been a visual novel. The game's twist was not only predictable, they practically hand it to you within the first hour when you start the game. What the fucking don't? Okay, maybe I fucking had like a brainlet moment. I really didn't think that you could body swap. Like, seriously, I don't think that was clear at all. Maybe I just had a brainlet moment. I don't know. Usually I'm good at picking this stuff up. It feels like a cheap imitation of Zero Time Dilemma. What? The visuals are improved, but everything else just feels lesser. So many elements make it feel like a parody, but it doesn't feel intentionally so, like, say, Danganronpa. AI the Somnium Files isn't a bad game, but it has too many missed opportunities and such a pedigree to live up to that you'd be forgiven for not thinking it was a good one. Don't make the same mistake I did and buy it at $60. The current sale price of $30 is more reasonable, but honestly, still too much. What? Considering you can get the entire Zero Escape trilogy for less than $20 right now. Also, the facial animations were really bad. No, come on, this isn't fair. Just because a couple old games are on sale doesn't mean that that's better value to the new shiny game. Fuck off. Like, no. $30 is enough for this game. Like, what the hell? As a fan of the Zero Escape series, especially the puzzles, I was very excited to play this game by the same creators. However, after 6 hours of gameplay, I couldn't stomach anymore. It feels like every other sentence uttered by the main character is straight from the mind of a horny 13-year-old who thinks sex equals comedy. It does. The continuous sexualization of the female characters and having to hear Date's opinion on their fuckability completely took me out from the game. And don't get me started on Aiba's female form. What's wrong with Aiba's female form? I get... That's pretty modest weeb standards. I've played a lot of these games now, and Aiba is not even in the top fucking 30 for bullshit. I get that we are meant to laugh at Date's incessant lechery, and it is almost a staple of anime and shonen-esque Japanese media, but that is partly the problem. The need to inject something sexual into every scene is so tired, cringy, and overdone. It just feels incredibly cheap in a game that is supposed to be a, albeit somewhat goofy, murder mystery drama. Okay, I do agree that sometimes it didn't work, but for the most part, I felt like it was making fun of the tendency of these games to do that. Maybe not. Maybe maybe it's just because it was actually funny for once. I'm thinking that. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they're just like stealthing it in a bit. I don't know. It's clearly a parody. This game is clearly a parody on a lot of levels. It's not a complete parody, but it's clearly a parody on a lot of levels. The gameplay was not what I had hoped, but the story seemed to be heading somewhere solid. If gratuitous objectification in your media is not a concern of yours, you can disregard this review and have a crack at the game. Because that's what I mean, like, when it comes to, like, when I say they don't get it when it comes to the porno mag, like, fights, like, that's just a parody of fucking just, like, these kind of games and video games in general. Check pin. Okay, I'll check the pin. Why is everyone doing this? Mr. Uchikoshi, you mentioned that you were influenced by Police Knots by Hideo Kojima when making AI. Were there any other games you or Mr. Okada felt that you were influenced by when coming up with a scenario for AI? KU says Eve and Silvercase. I don't know what those games are. Eve? Silvercase. I don't know these games. Ayo, Life is Strange, Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, and the Walking Dead games. Great. That's fucking fantastic. Fucking great. Yeah, no wonder it sucked. No wonder it sucked.